Hey, it's LSFD here today. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to dive into an important topic that often gets overlooked: vehicle maintenance. Specifically, how some of the most popular mainstream and luxury car brands rank when it comes to long-term maintenance costs and reliability. A recent report has ranked car brands based on their performance over 5 years and 10 years of ownership. This is super useful if someone is planning to just keep their car for 5 years or a long haul and wants to avoid any expensive surprises down the road. So the information that we're pulling is coming from CarEdge, and what you see here is they have ranking the least expensive cars to maintain. Their introduction says when buying a car or a truck, the salesperson doesn't want to talk about what will it cost to maintain and or repair the vehicle over its lifetime, depending on how long you want to own the car. If you want to own it as long as it can, or if just leasing the car for 4 years, then this probably would not matter as much. They also say that they don't want you to focus on the unpleasant and the cost because that may scare you from buying the vehicle. But then when you go and buy the vehicle, you probably want to focus on that, especially if you buy to own the vehicle, because it can cost you a fortune just to maintain the car on the road and not have any problems. So CarEdge they analyze millions of car listings and other automotive data points for years to ensure that the information that they're providing you is something that you can rely on and you can make informed decisions when you go buy your vehicle. So let's start with the popular brands. So you can see in here, I think a lot of people would know that Toyotas are very reliable. So that's why they rank number one in 5 years of ownership. So the cost of maintaining a Toyota typically averages about $1,780 US. So this is all US dollars. And then when you look at it, I was quite surprised to see Fiat being number two, just over $2,000. Mitsubishi, again, just a little bit more, $2,050. Volkswagen is $2,060. Honda being very reliable, but it still costs more, $2,121. Mazda follows that with $2,148. Hyundai $2,246. Mini $2,285. Kia follows that $2,318. Subaru $2,325. And then you go down the list, the Ram is the most expensive, $7,254. That is like, I don't know how many times of the Toyota. But even when you look at number 18, Jeep is $3,393. That is like double. Ram is so much more expensive to maintain in 5 years time frame. So then they also do provide 5 years, okay? So how do they back up this information? So they see that the Toyota Yaris is the least to maintain, $1,321. And then you have the Corolla, $1,342. You have the Prius, $1,350. And surprisingly, number 4, the Toyota Prius Prime, which is the plug-in hybrid, $1,376. Seems to be plug-in hybrid is, even though it's complex, but owning it for 5 years, the maintenance cost is actually very good. We have the Camry at $1,455, and then the Avalon, no longer available, $1,492. So the top 6 is owned by Toyota. Then we have the Mitsubishi Mirage, $1,588, Ford Fit, $1,599. And again, I'm going to leave a link to this page in the description below so that you can come back and look at it, because I don't think I'm going to go through every single one here. The top Nissan is the Versa at $1,709. We have Honda Fit, which is actually the top Honda, $1,599. We have Volkswagen Golf at $1,745. And then we continue down. The top Hyundai that we see is the Elantra GT, $1,802. And the top Mazda is the Mazda 3, $1,772. So reality is, when you look at it, $1,321 versus $1,770 is actually not that much more for 5 years, because again, you take the difference, like $400 difference, and then divide that by 5, that's about $100 a year. So it's not too bad. It's the ones that you do not want is what's on the bottom of the list. So this list is quite intensive. The Ram 3500, $8,306. But reality is, if you really need a Ram 3500, then you're probably doing some hardcore moving stuff or whatever, because it's quite powerful vehicle there. So when you come down, like these are the cars you probably do not want to put your hands on, because just the cost of it is a lot more than buying cars up on the top. And again, yes, everybody has their own priorities. It could be you really want a very engaging car, so the Yaris and Corolla, Prius probably won't be what you want. But if you want a very fuel efficient vehicle, maybe those are a great choice. So this is just one factor of the buying process. Just don't think that you're going to buy the car because the car is cheap to maintain. All right? So now let's go into the 10-year mark.
Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, and or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video.
All right, so now we're at 10 years. So you can see that I actually have another screen on the left side, which is the 5-year maintenance. And now we have on the right side the 10-year maintenance so that we get a better comparison. So you can see here Toyota, still number one, $5,445. But then when you look at it, it's definitely more than double of the 5 years. And I think this is common across the board. We have Fiat, which is the same, 6,443, they rank number 2, but you can see Volkswagen and Mitsubishi has swapped. Honda maintains number 5, Mazda is number 6, same thing, Hyundai, and then we have Mini and Kia flipping, Subaru is number 10, Nissan is number 11, Buick, and I think below has not changed at all. And you can see now the Ram, $23,748. That is crazy, right? Owning 10 years, meaning it's $2,300 a year to maintain the RAM. Looking at that, definitely you would see the first 5 years, it will cost not as much to maintain, but the next 5, it does cost a little bit more. All right, so now let's go and look at the models. So you can see here now the Prius hybrid is the least cost to maintain. $4,156. Yaris is just $30 more. And then we have the Prime, so 10 years worth of a plug-in hybrid, $4,208. Definitely a very good price to maintain a plug-in hybrid. So even with the complexity, the bigger battery, the maintenance isn't that much more than a Yaris. Corolla, top 6 is still a Toyota. It just seems like the top 3 have actually moved around. But then we have the Honda Fit, number 7 at $5,100. We have the Supra at $5,100 as well. The Mitsubishi Mirage, number 9. And then we have the Versa, the best Nissan, $5,552. We have the Golf from Volkswagen, number 13. And then electric car, the Leaf, $5,621. So again, the maintenance of an electric car definitely is there probably could be different costs. I don't know if it's a battery change or whatever that makes that cost much higher. A very common vehicle, the best-selling RAV4, $5,819. All right, so when you come back and look at where is the CRV, so the CRV is still below that. Okay, we have the RAV4 Prime, which is the plug-in hybrid, $5,967. So if you look at it, it's about $150 more to maintain over 10 years. So really, $15 more a year to get the Prime versus the gas or the hybrid. So definitely, the Prime is not that bad when you talk about maintenance over a 10-year period. So we go all the way down to the bottom. The Ram 2500 and the 3500 definitely are the ones to not get. But again, if you really need a hardcore vehicle, maybe the Ford 450 is probably the better than the Ram. If you look at the cost, you're talking about like $1,000 per year difference. So the luxury brand. So I know that there will be the first argument is Tesla is not a luxury brand. So, but again, I can't change what Car Edge puts in, but that is what it is. Okay. So they're putting Tesla as a luxury brand. We'll play with it on this video. So again, number one is Lexus with $2,276. And then Tesla comes number two. I know some will argument that a battery electric vehicle has a lot less things to maintain and all that. I do not know why. We'll have to look at if there's more information that we can see. Some people would say that, oh, it could be early information about the early Teslas and they had more costs to maintain. And then now the newer ones, the Model 3s, the Model Ys, are probably cheaper to maintain, and this will change a bit. But again, and this is the information that we see on Car Edge. So number three goes to the Genesis at 2345. So they're very close. Alfa Romeo, I'm surprised, 2643. Extremely well. People say the Italian car is not that reliable, but from this survey, it does look like it's not that bad. Acura Infiniti follows that, and then we have the Lincoln, Audi, Volvo, Cadillac, and then reality is the Porsche and the Bentley on the bottom. Again, if you can afford a Porsche or a Bentley, maybe this doesn't matter to you as much. All right. So when you look at it, Mercedes and BMW, 4,500 versus 5,100. All right. So now let's look at the models. So number one goes to the ES350, $1,802. It beats the Tesla Model 3 by not a lot, but it did beat it. Model 3 is number two. So again, this is the Model 3, not like newer examples of the X or the S. With the IS350, 1931, ES Hybrid, 1942. We have the GS, which they don't make anymore. We have the RCF, of the V8, 2143. We have the Alfa Romeo, which is 2198. We have the Model S, 2226. The G70 from Genesis, 2240. G80, 2297. Then goes to the Model Y at 2301. Then we have the ILX and the TLX that follows. So those two are the best Acuras. We have the NX300, which is the first generation NX, the RX350. So when you look at it, the X6M BMW and the G-Class is probably where we have very expensive repairs just in 5 years. So we're talking about more than $1,000 to maintain for the first 5 years, which is interesting because you think of it, the warranty is typically 4 years. So is it 1 year after you're paying that much money? Or this is just also pure maintenance, which is oil changes and all that. And on top, any repairs out of warranty post that. So you can see that BMWs and Mercedes do take the bottom of the list a lot. Land Rover is also in that too. So the BMW 3 Series is on 73, and I think that's probably the highest BMW can get in the rankings. And the Audis are a little bit higher on that list. Audi's in 24 at 2,867. And I think the highest Volvo that we're seeing is 2,912, and that's the S60. All right, so now we're gone to 10 years with the luxury brands. Again, Tesla is in this list. And now when you look at it, like Lexus and Tesla has swapped. And I think that does make sense because unless you have to go and change your battery, like the large BV battery, the cost won't be as high because there is definitely a lot less things you need to change and replace. So even from basic maintenance, you don't need to do an oil change. So when you look at that cost, you can see that the Tesla's at $6,641 versus the Lexus is $6,875. So divide that by 10 years. So you're talking about $20 more per year, 25 more per year. So it's not that much more. Genesis continues to be number three, 7,161. So you can see the gap has stretched a little bit more. Alfa Romeo, number four, Very good for the Alfa Romeo brand, 8,190. Acura Infinity follows, and then you can see Lincoln and Audi has actually swapped. We're talking about over $10,000 now. Cadillac and Volvo has swapped as well. Mercedes, Jaguar, BMW, Land Rover, Porsche, and Bentley. So overall, the bottom of the list hasn't really changed much. But now we're talking about $25,000 versus $8,000. So when you look at this, when you actually own a Lexus, okay, $6,875 to maintain it over 10 years is almost like owning a Porsche for 5 years. So, or when you look at it, owning a Mercedes for $14,000 for 10 years, you can actually own 2 Lexus vehicles for 5 years, lease it, and it'll only cost you $4,500. Even when you look at a Mercedes at 5 years, owning it for 2 different cycles, you're talking about $9,000 versus $14,000 to maintain. But again, at the end, when you look at these vehicles, it is really the cost of ownership across the board, not just maintenance, but also the cost of your payments. Some people would include depreciation, so it really depends on how you figure it all out, but definitely maintenance is something that you should not be forgetting about when you go and buy the vehicle, unless you have loads of money in the bank and it doesn't matter to you. Okay, before we end this video, we're just going to go and look at the cost here. You can see that the Model 3, $5,381, is the lowest to own. And it goes to the ES, $5,570, and then it goes down the list. So the top 5, with Tesla being number 1, the next 4 is a Lexus vehicle. The Model S follows that, and then the RCF, then the Alfa Romeo. Genesis is number 9 on the list at $6,952. We have the Model Y at $7,000. And then you have the NX first generation turbo vehicle, $7,500. And then we get RX, and then it continues down the list. So we go down to the bottom of the list. Again, Bentley, ignore that. Porsche, $21,000. And then the BMW's at $20,000. And if we just go, I'm curious here, what is the most expensive Lexus to maintain over 10 years? So it's the LX at $8,512. Whether you're eyeing a Toyota for its reputation, a Lexus for its luxury, or a Tesla for cutting edge technology, understanding these rankings can help you make a smarter choice, more informed decision. Let me know in the comments below, what's your experience with vehicle maintenance? Are you surprised by these rankings, or do you have your own insights? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more car tips and insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.